It's probably no great surprise with all the unprecedented change over the last couple of years that senior marketing leaders are under undue strain and stress. The changing customer needs, the changes in technology, increasing as in data and new ways of working, often less budgets and bigger asks. I understand Accenture have done some new exciting research around this.
Yeah, absolutely. Against this backdrop, we saw this as a great opportunity to conduct some fresh research. So we've gone out and talked to a lot of marketing leaders, well over 1,000 of them across different industry sectors and across different markets. And we basically asked them how energized they are feeling right now and how they're treating their customer relationships. And you will know as well as I do that the results have been absolutely fascinating. We've identified 3 very clear segments: the survivors, the strivers, and the thrivers. Each and every one of those is fascinating in their own right. And I think it's important as a marketing leader to know actually at any given point in time which one you fall into. So I thought we'd explore those a bit more. Perhaps you can tell us a little bit about the survivors for a start.
So the survivors, I mean, they are struggling. They're really burnt out. They are not really grasping the fact that the pandemic is creating so much change, and they're waiting for the old reality. This is a small group. It's about 17% of the organisations that we surveyed.
And what do we know about the next group, about the strivers?
The strivers, I mean, look, they're persevering and they're aware and they're looking at the changing customer behaviours, but they don't necessarily have all the tools and the technology and the wherewithal. So they kind of got the will, but not necessarily the way. Now, this is the vast majority. It's like 2/3 of the organisations that we've surveyed.
Yeah, so that's a big group. And then I guess last but not least, the one we're all in awe of, the thrivers. We know that, from the research we've done, that they significantly outperform their peers. So tell us a little bit more about thrivers and what the magic is.
So the thrivers, I mean, look, they're all fired up. They have really grasped this new reality, and they have got really close to their customers, and they are acting and delivering to their customers in a very different way. And they're also decluttering their approach to marketing. They are recognising they've got to wire up across the organisation. They've got to take away some of the processes, change their ways of working. But also, many of these organisations have put purpose right at the heart of their businesses.
And again, that's what came through in the findings, wasn't it? That being purpose-led and taking that purpose as a way of embracing positive change is really what set this group apart versus the others.
I think many marketing organisations we've spoken to have been saying, well, where do you start if they're in the kind of the survivor or the striver category? I think it's one step at a time. It's potentially look at your processes, look at your ways of working. But one thing we've been doing, you and I, have been leading the UK and Ireland CMO community, which we kicked off at the beginning of the pandemic, didn't we? And that's really brought together CMOs as a peer group to be able to discuss, share their challenges, share their inspiration, their knowledge, to help each other really navigate through the pandemic.
I think it's true to say we are super excited about 2 of those marketing leaders joining us for the next couple of videos in this series. So Dan Sherwood, who is Marketing Director at Santander, and we've also got Ellie Norman, the former Director of Marketing at Formula One. And they're both going to come and talk to us about how do you behave as a thriving marketing leader and how can you move from struggle to success.